Can we all get like everyone in the room war garble at the same
All right,
everybody
be aware. This is gonna be loud.
Yes. Turn down your volume.
Take out your headphones.
Who's knocking?
What is that?
Skyrim hat.
What?
Promotional Skyrim hats from PAX.
There we go.
Awesome. Oh man.
Fresh out of the packaging.
Oh baby.
So let's keep in mind it's 11:15 and there are people around us.
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe perhaps not the most insane chant.
So
and a 1, and a 2, and a 3. Holy crap. One that we saw go by a whole bunch of times in various permutations during the last question was what do you guys see as the future of Nintendo? Where is Nintendo going? They've lost a bunch of money. What's the next step?
I wouldn't even know what to guess.
do you think Nintendo will ever move beyond their old school fixations in regards to things like online capabilities, storytelling, and such?
I don't think it's Nintendo's fixations on storytelling that are holding them back. It's that they are really married to their hardware business.
So, James, take it.
I was staying real quiet on this one. I mean, I have my thoughts, but I think that the 3DS was clearly a misstep. We talked about 3D in one of the early episodes, and I still just don't feel like the technology is there. I feel like Sony is making the same misstep. I feel like Nintendo's relatively safe so long as they have their core franchises, right? Mario, Zelda, all these things are billion-dollar IPs in and of themselves. So even if they miss with several successive game systems and they have to get out of the hardware market, I think a lot of people are going to have to do that anyway. I'm not sure, we've talked about it, I'm not sure that we're going to see the console in the way we think about it today in 5-10 years. But Nintendo's always at its best when it's down and out, right? Nintendo has a brilliant history of oscillating between products which are genius and then riding their own coattails into the ground and then having to innovate wildly to do something that's going to bring their audience back. And I trust they'll do that again. I think we might be in a little bit of a down cycle for them. I have some doubts about the Wii U, although, I mean, the Wii itself, I thought it was going to be a success, but I didn't imagine the level of success it was going to be, so it's quite possible they'll surprise us. I think it's the wrong execution of the right direction. I think that moving the console to something that's less a piece of plastic on your desktop and something that's more accessible wherever you are, positive. But just looking at that, from what I've seen of the hardware, I'm still having a hard time with it. So my short answer is, I think Nintendo will be fine. I think that we may see some bleaker years for them. I don't know if these are going to be the gangbuster years that the DS and the Wii were, but I think they'll snap out of it and surprise us in 2 or 3 years down the road.
To know what you think the worst trend in game design is right now.
James is the designer.
Well, I mean, what are the things that you hate about games that you have to play?
I feel like the worst trend in game design is, but it's really unfair because it's pretty. It in some ways is very difficult. But I see all the time people taking elements from games that they feel like are part of that genre and then incorporating them into their game without thinking about how they actually affect the end user, the player, right? And being a designer is about crafting an experience for the player. So you really got to think about why you're putting in each element and how it's going to work in your particular experience. And so we've talked previously about things like regenerating health, right? Regenerating health is there, so as a designer, every encounter I build, I know how much health the player is going to start that encounter with, so it's very easy for me to balance, right? And yet I've seen 4 first-person shooters now just adopt this convention without utilizing that facet of it. I see things like, and we'll talk about this later, but I see things like physics-based games where we let the physics controller, because we have these modern advanced physics controllers, control.
Frozen James. This has been chat. This has been going on for quite some time. I think we've been answering questions for like 2 hours now.
Have we?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's because Graham has started as Judge Pimp Santa while this was going, and then done an hour as Judge
you're
Pimp
right.
Santa. So this has been really awesome. But I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna find the last question, and then that is it. Because. So I'm gonna hopefully this will be a good one.
Chat's gonna go wild.
The chat's going wild.
Oh, here we go.
Aw.
I thought it would.
Oh God!
Whoa!
Yeah, we can't read
It's
that.
gonna be the last person too.
No, don't say that because they'll all want to be the last person.
Oh wow! I can't read any of this,
That's
guys.
going so
Hang on.
fast.
There's some repeats. I think I can pick out one.
Yeah, and it's just gonna be it's like throwing darts to get a question.
Okay, I think I saw one.
Grab random
I think I
words.
saw
The
one.
only one I could read was "Can I lick you?"
Would you like me to scroll back a bit?
No, just
I saw. I
From
saw
there,
one,
you can try.
Nope.
All right. Okay. This is. Beej has found the only question we can read out of this, and it's: what do you guys think about DLC? Do you like it as a player, as a designer?
I think it is. I absolutely understand why it has become so big and so prevalent. It's because games are so crazy expensive to make, and even though the market for games has gotten a lot bigger, the costs for making them the market is not keeping up with that. So it's just getting really expensive and risky to make games. So DLC is a good way to bring more money in and keep money kind of coming in a little more steadily after the first 3 weeks of a game coming out. So, and there's plenty of DLC that, I think we've all had at least one piece, item of DLC that we thought was awesome and we couldn't wait to get our hands on. It is really just the times when it feels like it is taking advantage of you, like when it's coming out the same day as the game itself. And even though I know that there are production excuses for that, and they're probably legitimate ones too, but it still just feels a little weak when it comes out the same day. But
This is excellent because Dan, I'm really glad you softballed that one to me. I agree with pretty much everything Dan said, but there's one piece of information that the consumer doesn't usually get, which is basically we've all seen the numbers, and about 2/3 of your audience won't buy your DLC if it comes out after a month, or if it's a month or longer since the game itself was released, right? Because they've got something new to play, they've got something else in their machine, they're not going to bother with your DLC. So it's this really tough issue of, well, our consumer's only going to buy it if we launch it within the first month. But that means we have to produce it before the game gets shipped, which means that we have to basically be very confident that this is going to be a success. But at the same time, when DLC comes out within the first month, you get a lot of people who are very vocal complaining that, oh, it should have shipped with this since you guys got it out in the first month. Unfortunately, as an economic issue, if we put it out any other time, you lose a lot of the money that you put into those DLC packages.
see, this is why I pass answers to him, because his are so much better.
Alright, I promise I won't.
That was a good last question. That was a good one to go out on.
Yeah, that was a great question. So I'm really sorry if we didn't get to your questions, guys. There was a lot of them. I think we've really
there were.
plumbed the depths of the Extra Credits guys, and I'd just like to say thank you so much to James for joining us on Skype, and to Daniel for coming here in person. It was really wonderful.
Thank you guys for doing this.
Our pleasure.
Thank you so much for your generous donation, James. We will think of you and cry a little bit on the inside as we play.
I don't know how I feel about that statement.
thank you guys for inviting us out.
Oh, you're always welcome. Come back for Desert Bus 6.
Yes, absolutely. I have no excuse. I'm like 1:30
How long are
right
you
away.
in town here for?
We have to go tomorrow, but
Okay.
we might pop in the morning.
Feel free to pop in and say hi.
Let me go. I'll take my chair with me.
Cool.
Or unless you want it.
Okay.
Put it somewhere down here so we have
Yeah.
it. Okay. Be out of the
Maybe
way.
leave it right
Yeah,
where
that's-
Beej
Hey,
is.
you like it?
That sounds great.
Yeah. Is he? How long is he going to be around?
Hi.
He's here on Sunday too.
No,
Why are there
like for the night. I assume he'd be leaving early.
For your demise.
Hey, what do you guys? Who's demise?
Here for until this evening, or you just whatever.
I feel like you need to close. Thanks so much. The main page doesn't say the team.
Let me come up here for a sec.
Thank you guys. If you guys need me back at any point,
That's not a me question.
time that I can help like answer other questions or just like to hang out and do things which raise my for awesome character, I'm in. Just like tell me when.
Nice talking to you, James.
Yeah, take care.
Hi, James.
Apparently it's not saying I'm busy in the morning.
No, it's not. It's that we have discount because that's visible on the main page.
Yeah. Bottom banner.
All right. So,
Don't even worry about it.
all right, guys, shut up. So, Daniel, you came here to hang out with us and everything, and in your in the message that we received, it mentioned many things that you liked. One of which was magic.
Indeed.
You might be aware that we know some people who work for Wizards of the Coast. So we have a gift for you here. It comes in two parts.
It's not a club.
The first is the premium deck series of Graveborn, which I'm not sure when this comes out.
today.
It came out today.
I actually saw the post that it came out today. I never heard of it before then. But
Yeah. So this is
It's
the
very
brand new
interesting.
all-foil premium deck of Graveborn, and
thank you very much.
Wait.
perhaps more interestingly, I don't know how good you are at speaking Russian. But this is the entire set of M12 in Russian.
Is that foil?
So hope you. It's tournament legal. You just have to know Russian or know the cards.
Yeah, I'll have to study. I'll have to study up on it.
It's harder for them to
Look at how badass the Primeval Titan looks like.
It's pretty good.
With Russian, with Cyrillic text.
Graham, in
I was
Soviet
just-
Russia,
Oh,
the
no,
Primeval
no.
Titan ramps your opponent.
I assure you, I will open it. No,
Learn Russian, play magic.
no clubs.
Exactly.
Just all the cards in
Holy
Russian.
cards.
The
Wow.
entire M12 set.
This is awesome. Thank you guys.
You're very welcome. And that's from our buddies at Wizards, who heard you were coming and wanted to do something cool for you.
Well, thank you, Wizards of the Coast. This is awesome. I approve.
You're very welcome.
Hooray. He is a point.
Oh, okay.
Can we show the camera?
Yeah, sure. Let's pull out a.
Well, we have the.
Let's pull out a couple
Choice cards.
choice cards. Yeah, okay. Well, since I said
Oh,
that,
Pegasus is right in the front. It's the best card.
there we go. Here's the rares. Whoa. Here you go.
Oh yeah, that. I forgot about
A
that.
set of cards doesn't look. You wouldn't expect it to be as big as it actually is.
It's 200 cards. Also, it comes with every land.
What does it say?
Every token.
It's
every
all the
rules
tokens,
card.
too, yeah.
Oh man, tokens of the just as are awesome.
There we go. There we go.
It's just Brazil.
This guy means business.
Totally says this.
Whoa! Oh man!
They don't speak Russian. You're good.
Tarzan Contra?
Wow, it makes the World Slayer actually look kind of awesome.
It looks like it's like.
This robot will wreck your day.
Robots.
Look at the name of the Goblin Chieftain. It's so long. and yet Scrambleverse is so short.
Scramble.
It's just like meh in Russian.
There he is.
Whoa!
I am play worker.
Oh right.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
All right.
Oh, of course
All
you
the
get one of all the
planeswalkers.
planeswalkers.
Oh man, Gideon looks awesome.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
He is Russian folk hero.
So anyway,
In Soviet Russia, plane walks you.
plane walks you. Getting back in its little sleeve. There you go.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
So, Grim, do we have any more challenges to do?
Oh, do we?
I have something I want to announce first.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, in honor of James and Daniel being here, I thought that it would be fun.
Which